Before an attacker runs a single exploit, they know your network better than most of your own IT staff. They know which server is running an outdated version of Apache. They know your VP on login page URL, your email format, the names of your IT administrators from LinkedIn, and which of your subsidiaries has a forgotten internet-facing server from 2018. They gathered this information without touching a single system you own. No alerts fired, no logs generated. This is Reconnaissance, the first phase of every serious attack. And the tools that make it possible are free, legal, and running right now on thousands of machines around the world. Reconnaissance is divided into two categories: passive and active. Passive reconnaissance collects information without directly interacting with the target's systems. It uses public information, DNS records, WHOIS data, search engines, social media, job postings, public documents. No network packets reach the target. The target has no way to detect it. Active reconnaissance involves directly probing the target, port scanning, banner grabbing, sending crafted packets. It generates network traffic that can trigger intrusion detection if the target is watching. Professional attackers and penetration testers typically begin with exhaustive passive reconnaissance before moving to active techniques. The passive phase can last days or weeks. The attack surface of any organization is larger than it appears. The main domain is obvious. Subdomains are less obvious: dev.company.com, staging.com, vpn.com, vpn.com, legacy.com, legacy. Each subdomain is a potential attack vector. Acquired companies often retain their old domains and infrastructure, connected to the parent's network, but maintained with the acquired company's original security posture, frequently weaker. Job postings are an intelligence goldmine. A posting for a Palo Alto firewall administrator tells an attacker exactly which firewall platform you're running. A posting for a MySQL DBA reveals your database technology. Attackers read your job postings carefully. Shodan is a search engine for internet-connected devices. You type a query, and Shodan returns every publicly accessible device matching that query: web servers, cameras, industrial control systems, printers, routers. Queries can filter by organization name, IP range, open port, technology, country, and dozens of other parameters. A Shodan search for your organization by name or IP range shows you exactly what you've exposed to the internet. Security teams use Shodan defensively to find their own exposed assets before attackers do. Attackers use it offensively to find vulnerable versions, default credentials, and forgotten services. The data Shodan indexes is the same for both. The intent differs. theHarvester is an open-source OSINT tool that aggregates publicly available email addresses, employee names, IP addresses, and subdomains for a target domain from multiple sources: Google, Bing, LinkedIn, Twitter, HackerTarget, Shodan. A single command can pull hundreds of employee email addresses from a target organization, confirming the email format and generating a targeting list for phishing campaigns. Recon is a modular reconnaissance framework with dozens of modules for querying different data sources: WHOIS records, DNS data, breach databases, social networks. Both tools are included in Kali Linux and run from the command line. They are used daily by penetration testers and attackers alike. Maltego is a visual link analysis tool for OSINT investigation. It generates graphical maps of relationships between entities, domains, IP addresses, email addresses, persons, organizations, phone numbers. You seed it with a domain name. It queries dozens of data sources automatically and builds a visual network graph showing which subdomains map to which IPs share hosting infrastructure, which email addresses are registered to those domains, which persons are associated with those emails. Intelligence analysts use Maltego for complex investigations. Penetration testers use it to build a comprehensive map of an organization's digital footprint before active testing begins. The visual output makes relationships visible that a text-based tool misses. DNS enumeration is a foundational reconnaissance technique. DNS records are public. They have to be for the internet to function. Zone transfers, when misconfigured, dump an organization's entire DNS record set to any requester. Tools like DNS, Amass, and Subfinder use word lists and DNS brute forcing to discover subdomains. Certificate transparency logs, public records of all SSL certificates issued, are another source. Every time a certificate is issued for a subdomain, that subdomain appears in the log. Curti.s is a free search interface for certificate transparency logs. A query for your organization reveals every subdomain that has ever had a certificate issued, including forgotten ones. Google Dorking uses advanced Google search operators to find sensitive information indexed accidentally. The operator site restricts results to a specific domain. File type finds specific file types. Enural searches within URLs. InTitle searches page titles. Combining these operators, sitecompany.com file type PDF reveals documents on the company's site that may contain internal information, employee names, system details, or access credentials. The GHDB, Google Hacking Database, maintained on the ExploitDB site, catalogs thousands of DORC queries that have found sensitive information in the past. Attackers use it as a starting point. Defenders use it to audit their own search engine exposure. OSINT from breach data gives attackers a credential head start. When an organization's employees use their work email addresses to register on third-party sites, and those sites are later breached, the credentials end up in breach databases. Have I Been Pwned aggregates these for defensive research. Dehashed, Intellex, and similar services provide more detailed breach data, including plain text or weakly hashed passwords. If an employee's work email address and a reused password are in a breach dump, an attacker can try that password against the corporate VP on or email portal. Credential stuffing automation can test millions of combinations quickly. The reconnaissance phase delivers the ammunition. The exploitation phase fires it. Reconnaissance produces a detailed map of your target before a single hostile packet has been sent. The organizations that get compromised are not the ones with impenetrable defenses. They're the ones that never audited what they've exposed. Every forgotten subdomain. Every employee email in a breach database. Every job posting that lists your security stack. All of it is intelligence. And the attacker who reads it carefully will know more about your environment than most of your team. Part 2 covers what happens next, the tools used for exploitation and staying hidden once access is established. If you want to see where all of this leads in a real engagement, our video on penetration testing as a career covers what professionals do with this toolkit day to day. These tools are only the opening move. To see who gets paid to use them legally and what the work really involves, penetration testing as a career covers the full day-to-day picture. It is on this channel.